NaNoWriMo has started, and yes, I am holding my camera for once. This feels very weird. I wrote a good amount of words today. I beat the goal for the day, which was the end plan. Mostly I kind of just want to finish like the first chapter, but I didn't finish the first chapter. But I'm also like starting and getting like a bunch of words, like maybe 500 words, and then I have a block and I have to somehow get through that block, and it happened like 3 times because I have like 1700 words, so it was very weird, and I'm at like kind of a block right now, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. But day 1 was pretty good. Day 2 sucked, frankly. It sucked. I kind of, not only was I super busy with midterms, but I hit a little bit of a roadblock, I'm not gonna lie. So, day 3, not only did I apply for like 7 jobs today, but I had a pretty okay day at writing, and I fell down the stairs. My arm is hella swollen. You can see the carpet burn about there. It hurts. So, productive but awful day, and it is a bones day, so don't know how to go about with that information. But day 3, I've invited you here for a chat. I'm just working on some homework, eating some cheesecake balls, living my best life. Not really, I'm having a shit time, but we are having a chat. Today is November 15th. This vlog started as how I try to start it for like the last 3 years of me vlogging every day, just like a little clip, I mean, writing in NaNoWriMo. To be honest with you, my document has been closed for about 8 days now. I haven't had it opened. I'm having issues with my Word documents on my computer, which is, I don't know, a new development. But I haven't been writing. So eventually, hopefully, I can get back to that. But also, my brain, I thought I could turn it into writing mode, and it hasn't really progressed into writing mode. It is still in reading mode, which is whatever. But I also haven't been reading very much. I've been struggling. Let's have like a real talk while I just do my homework at the same time. Do not allow efforts. I've already answered that question. I've learned like 14 out of 20 concepts. It's awful. So basically, I'm having a month where my brain can't figure out what I want to do. And I do want to read. Like, I have a stack of books that I want to finish by the end of the year, which is whatever. I have a couple stacks of books that I want to read by the end of the year. Oh well. But I'm obviously taking 6 classes, and I'm kind of like struggling a lot with that because I'm also trying to find a job at the same time for my practicum. And then today I went to the alternative of the practicum, which is called the capstone, and it's just like a big project. And I'm like really struggling with that because I want to do practicum, I want a job, I want the real life experience. I know capstone is good for you and everything, whatever. But I also cannot afford to stay at my current job and do next semester fully at my current job. Like I need a job, so I'm going to continue to look for a job because I'm not guaranteed full-time hours. It's just a whole thing. So this is something I'm really struggling with right now, which whatever. That's why I haven't been doing anything. This is like the most, I think, real talk I've ever given you guys into my life about school and stuff. Everything with school is going fine. I was kind of all over the place for the first little bit there, not finishing assignments, mostly just discussion boards, because I didn't know that they existed, and that is not who I am as a student. I know everything that's coming up. My friends come to me to ask me, hey, what is due this week? So it was very difficult for me at the beginning of the year because I was missing things. Like, I didn't even know they existed. So I've caught myself up and I'm doing okay. Now, I'm kind of like prioritizing which of my classes I have finals in, where studying, and then the other ones I'm kind of like letting drop off because I don't have like quizzes and stuff to study for. I just have assignments, which is fine. One of my bigger group projects that I'm actually working internationally with a bunch of students from around the world is almost done. It finishes this Thursday / Sunday, like we hand in the report on Thursday, and then on Sunday is like our final little quiz thingy, and I'm doing really good with that. I love my group, I love everybody in it, mostly everybody who's doing stuff I really like. Aside from that, it's really like really fun, and I'm having like a really fun time with that. Whatever I'm having, like I feel like I'm half-assing everything, which is whatever, but that's literally what happens when you're doing this. If I could support myself and not work for like a couple weeks and just find myself a job or apply as many jobs as I possibly could with 100% effort in all of them, it would be kind of ideal for me, but I don't have the 100% effort that I can put into job searching right now, which is not helping my case. I've applied to a couple that I'm like, I really hope for a call back. Like I truly really want one to call me back. But kind of going to the capstone thing today was very upsetting for me because I only have like a month left to find a job for my practicum, and I'm like mentally really struggling with that. So it's kind of difficult. I've like emailed people that my parents know, people that I know, for like networking stuff, and I've like sent out my resume to so many people and be like, hey, if there's any opportunities that come up, like do this. I've also applied for jobs on LinkedIn and Indeed, and I'm kind of just, I've even like done it through like people in the school. Like one of them, this is gonna sound really annoying, but one of them is this company, and I'm like low-key annoyed because I applied to this company back in September, and they keep like, my like practicum dude keeps advertising that they're hiring all positions for all students and stuff, but they denied me like 2 days after I filled out their application, and I am dead sure it's because I don't have a driver's license, which I don't understand because my field of work that I'm going into does not need a driver's license. I do not want to be a driver. I want to be like more of an analyst. I want to talk to people. I would rather sit in meetings all day than sit in the car all day, and I'm dead sure that's the only reason why I did not get even a consideration, because that's the only thing that was wrong with my application that I could think of. So it's just like really annoying that he keeps being like, hey, this company's hiring all positions, everybody apply here, please apply here, they're really desperate, like they keep emailing me, and I'm like, yeah, I got denied because I don't have a fucking driver's license. So it's just like little shit like that that I'm like really annoyed. And I like, after I find an employer is probably when this video is gonna be up, because I literally have not uploaded my August vlogs. That's how awful this is, and we're November 15th now. I'll get to that when I get to Christmas again, like I did last year. I uploaded like 4 videos in a week. It was wild. I don't know, there's like just a lot, and I'm kind of, I would like to set aside like a good day where I can just sit down and read a bunch of stuff, and I'm so close to finishing so many of my projects and things that I think that either this weekend or next weekend I can reserve a day to myself to read or play Animal Crossing or have some fun, because I'm literally 24/7 doing homework. I do homework in my dreams. I was so stressed last night, I dreamt about figure skating, and I haven't figure skated for about 8 years. Like, I don't know. So it's just like, it's been a process, and I haven't been writing. I've kind of put aside my nano stuff because I just, there's no way that I'm gonna get it done this year. So I think that I'll be okay saving the project that I have right now for later on. Maybe next year, maybe Camp Nano next year, I don't know. But these are just kind of the thoughts that are going through my head. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 books that I want to finish by the end of the year. Wait, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 books that I want to finish by the end of the year, and I think I'll have a good chance of getting them in December, especially like on Christmas break and stuff, especially if I don't get a job. So yeah, I'm like really rooting for one of them, genuinely considering doing some witchcraft stuff, so they email me back, because I applied to it about a week and a half ago, but like really want that one. Yeah, that's how I feel. And that's just what's going on, you know? But I mean, the stuff I have done has been really good. Struggling alongside all my friends. You know how it is. It's so windy, the house is creaking. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's kind of awful. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. Oh, this is what I want to talk about. So I haven't finished a book in like since mid-October or something. I don't know. It's been wild. Since I read my 100th book. and I started reading this other book called Along the Razor's Edge or something. It was on Kindle Unlimited, and I downloaded it back when I first got Kindle Unlimited, and I got to about chapter 5, and this thing, I'm not going to give you any spoilers because whatever I'm going to tell you is what's in the first 5 chapters, because that's, I like literally got to start of chapter 5 and I was like, I can't handle this writing style. Basically, it was like this girl, I don't remember her name because I really didn't care, is stuck in this pit because she's a prisoner of war in this other place, I don't know, and in the pit she's just kind of like thinking about her past life, but she's also thinking about the future life because she's telling it in past tense. She's like, when I was in the pit I did this, and this is what my day looked like, and this is what this happened. But she does it in a way where she's like, little did I know I was going to flood the pit soon. And that part annoys me. Like, I respect that you're like looking back on your time in the pit, but don't tell me what you're gonna do before you do it. Especially if it's like a couple chapters before. At least, like, I got to chapter 5 and still nothing had happened, and in chapter 2 we were like, oh, we're flooding the pit. When the fuck are we flooding the pit? Soon? Late? Like, I don't need that information yet. The foreshadowing was just awful. It was literally just telling you what was gonna happen, and that's why I was like, no, I don't like this. And it wasn't just the one time, like, it happened several times. I picked it up and put it down, read like literally the first 50 pages and couldn't continue on. I put it as like a DNF at chapter 5 or 6, whatever it was. So there's that. Like, and the worst part was I kept going back to the reviews on Goodreads of people talking about it, and everybody loved it. They thought it was fantastic and amazing, like everybody that read it, and I was just like, I hated it. Like, ooh, I couldn't do it. So I DNF'd that one. That's the second DNF I've had this year. Other than that, I've still been reading The Spanish Love Deception. I got to a really spicy part, and I was on the train, and I was like, nobody look at me. Nobody look at me. I'm gonna continue reading this, but nobody look at me. Which was fun. So that was fun. And then I kind of started listening to Bloodlines by Rochelle Mead, which is over there somewhere, and I think the Bloodlines is gonna, if I read over the next couple days, it's gonna take me out of my reading slumpish thing. It's gonna make me feel better and okay about listening to audiobooks and stuff, because I really haven't even done like listening to audiobooks, mostly because I filled up my current reads. It's like 6 books right now, and I was feeling awful about it, so I didn't want to pick up anything else, but I'm okay with that. So I think Bloodlines is really gonna help me try and finish everything off. But also 2 of them I was listening to the audiobook to, My Contrary Mary and Spin the Dawn, and I haven't got those audiobooks back. Like, they disappeared and I haven't got them back, which is okay. I've got a couple other ones of audiobooks that I'd like to listen to. So that's where I'm at kind of with reading a little bit more in depth after I told you my life update. Writing is not happening, whatever. I've accepted that part of my month. Maybe I'll write in December. I have a feeling that I'm just gonna read a shit ton in December, and then everything will turn out just fine. I know last December I got in a reading slump until like January started. It was really weird. I think I started the year last year or this year in a reading slump. It took me a while to like actually read a book, even though I wasn't even doing anything. I don't even think I was working at the time. So that was fun. Yeah, because my last day of work was the 23rd of December, and then I didn't start up again till like mid-January or something crazy. Huge backstory behind that, but whatever. So I hope that this year I don't start in a reading slump, because that would suck. I have like a list of stuff that I need to read before next year starts, because I have goals for next year. I've already started planning. That's where I'm at. Cheers. I like rose this up so high and you still can't see my face. An unflattering angle will work. What's happening? I'm wearing my I have no self control shirt, as you can see. What have I done? I DNF'd a book. I DNF'd Along the Razor's Edge at like chapter 6 or something. I couldn't do it anymore. Returned the Kindle Unlimited, whatever. That's fine. I finished The Spanish Love Deception, gave it 5 stars. It was incredible and amazing, and I just want to keep reading. I don't care if nothing happens in their lives. I'm interested just to keep knowing what's happening. You know? If there's more, I definitely will read it. If she releases more stuff, I definitely will read it. I'm like super interested, 10 out of 10. And then I finished Bloodlines. I started and finished Bloodlines by Rochelle Mead. This one I gave 4 stars. It was awesome. This is kind of like the spin-off series from the Vampire Academy series. I low-key hate the covers of this series, which is why I only own the first 2, because I'm low-key hoping they're going to change the covers and make them better so I can buy those ones instead. But this was really, really good and amazing. I never thought I would have so much fun in Sydney's mind, and I also don't really remember what part she played. Yeah, okay, I got interrupted and I lost my train of thought. I love Sydney's point of view. I've always loved Adrian, even though Rose didn't. I was like, whatever, Rose doesn't deserve him. But I'm very happy that he is a prominent person in this series. It is very fun. The sciencey stuff and the smarts that Sydney has is wild, and I love it, like 10 out of 10. It's just overall like a good time, and I had so much fun that I really want to go back and reread Vampire Academy. But like, I should finish this series and then go back and reread Vampire Academy. So that's the plan right now. I'm pretty sure I said that I was reading End of Days or rereading. This is my second to last reread of the year that I'm planning. And then next year I only have 4 books that I plan on rereading. It's a whole thing. Anyways, I'm trying to be better with my rereads, but I'm having fun. I am on chapter 8 actually. Wow, I didn't know I was on chapter 8. But yeah, it's good so far. The other book that I am working on right now, I plan on finishing today. I am on, what chapter am I on? 38, which is like 202 pages in, basically, is a Whisper Man. This is a spooky read. I'm having a good time. It's very spooky. On the back it says, Featherbank has a dark past. 20 years ago, a serial killer abducted and murdered 5 residents. Until Frank Carter was finally caught, he was nicknamed the Whisper Man, for he would lure his victims out by whispering under their windows at night, which is terrifying. The thing that they don't tell you is that the Whisper Man's victims were little boys, and this is like a child horror kind of thing, but from the point of view of 2 adults, and it takes place, the 2 adults are the detective guy who arrested the original Whisper Man, and this father writer guy who he's like a single father because he's widowed, and his son they've moved to Featherbank to like forget it and move on, and he starts hearing whispers in his window, and it's a whole thing, and it's terrifying. Oh my god, I'm like freaked out. I'm listening to the audiobook because I need to get stuff done, but oh my god, this is spooky. It's creepy, and the cover is also creepy. Like, once you finally get to the parts, oh my god. That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm reading. I'm having a great time, as you can tell. So, this is an update. Actually, it's the same day. It's the 21st. I finished The Whisper Man. Fun ending. I actually really liked the ending. Was kind of indeterminate, but like in the best way possible. Oh my gosh, so good. I can't even describe to you how much I love this ending. And then I was like, you know what, maybe Script has the audiobook for My Contrary Mary. And then I went and finished that one. And I was like, whoa. And that was like, I don't know, 400 pages or something that I listened to today. Was crazy. I did love My Contrary Mary, so I gave The Whisper Man 4 stars. 10 out of 10, amazing. Like, even though it's 4 stars, because I felt like it was just like the same level of spook the whole time, which is why I gave it 4 stars. Probably still one of my favorite books of the year, for the ending alone. This one I gave 5 stars too, because of all the jokes and the very funny things that made me laugh. But it wasn't as good as My Lady Jane. The characters do come back from that. We briefly see them, and it was great. That's why I give it 5 stars. And then I went ahead and listened to over halfway of, God, End of Days. I'm looking at it, but I cannot think of it. That was really funny. So I'm on chapter 35, which is page 173 right now. Maybe we'll do some more of this tonight. I don't know. And then I've decided to finish off my rereads after End of Days and reread Reunited, because this one was just available at the library. So that's my plan. And then after that, I only have 5 more books to read this year that I'm planning on, at least, which is nice. We're having a good time, so. Well, we have to start this chat all over again, because my camera did its little thing where it's like, I'll record for 2 minutes and then I'll delete all that footage. I truly don't remember what I filmed last, so we'll go over everything. I think that I told you guys that I finished Bloodlines and gave it 4 stars. I am also pretty sure that I told you guys I finished The Whisper Man and also gave it 4 stars. I don't think that I told you guys that I finished My Contrary Mary and gave it 5 stars. This one was almost a 4.5, but I did appreciate the jokes. I did appreciate that we saw the characters from My Lady Jane a lot more in this one. Like, the crossover of this one was really fun. I appreciated the ending, the running into a wedding to stop it kind of thing. So fun. And then I finished my reread of End of Days. This one I gave 5 stars again. Amazing. I love angels taking over the worlds. The whole concept of causing their own apocalypse was really fun. And Penryn is one of the coolest main characters ever. What did I finish yesterday? Yesterday I finished Dead Is So Last Year. This is the 3rd book in the Dead Is series. The first one is called Dead Is the New Black, and then I think it's Dead Is a State of Mind. Anyways, I have conflictions with this book because it was very much like Along the Razor's Edge, where they're like, oh, I hope everything works out. Little did I know it wouldn't work out. And it was I just don't do that. That's not foreshadowing. That's being an idiot, you know? So it did a lot of that, and I was not very much into it. I ended up giving it 2 stars because it was just not the book for me. It was my least favorite book in the series. I am still debating continuing on because, like, I love the first 2. They were awesome. They were 4 stars. That one sucked. I don't know why. Doppelgangers would have been a cool concept, but there was also wolf pack issues, and she kept switching back and forth, and it wasn't like a good flow or good writing style for her. I think there was a lot of issues with it, we'll just say that. But anyways, in the meantime, I am very, very close to finishing The Enchanter Heir by Cinda Williams-Chima. This is the 4th book in a series of 5 that I've been putting off for a really, really long time. The first one is The Warrior Heir, then The Wizard Heir, then The Dragon Heir. It took me so long to read those 3, and honestly they could have been a trilogy by themselves because this is a whole new concept and new story in the same universe but uses the same characters. And I still don't think it's necessary. I am enjoying the storyline and the characters and stuff, but I still don't think it's necessary to what the original trilogy was talking about. The politics and stuff in here doesn't interest me as much. It never really did interest me, actually, because the wizards are kind of in charge of everything. But there is more crossover in this one with the characters from the Warrior Heir and the Dragon Heir than there was in any of the other 3, so I'm very much appreciating that. They're kind of like talking to them more, and it's very fun. But it follows Jonah and Emma, who are like brand new, and Jonah and Emma are both savants, and they are kind of like messed up wares, and their werestones are kind of messed up, so they're trying to figure out who they are and what their abilities are and how they're different from regular people, why they're different from regular people. Jonah can kill people with a single touch, and Emma has no idea what's going on, and it's very fun. So I'm enjoying it. I'm so close to being finished. Like, I have like 100 pages left and then I'm done, so I'm hopefully gonna finish this today. The next book that I would like to finish is Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. I've been waiting for the audiobook for this one so I can finish it because I'm about halfway through, and it's not coming for like 11 weeks, and I want to read it by the end of the year. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna use my credit on Audible to get the audiobook. The audiobook is really amazing, and since my cousin has my Audible, I'm gonna recommend she listen to this one because it's really good and I think she would like it. I'm gonna attempt to finish that as well very soon. On top of that, my other book that I guess I'm not gonna get to it this month. Should I talk about it? I don't know. Those are the 2 books I want to finish by the end of this month. On top of that, though, I want to try to finish Reunited. This one is the last reread I have for the year. I'm not doing any more rereads this year. But I might not get till this one till December. So let's see. We're on the 28th. I got 2.5 more days to finish these 2. I think I can do it. That's like what? This one is how many pages? It's about a little less than 200 pages in here and about 100 pages in here. So like 300 more pages. I think I could do it. But I'll update you when the month is over to tell you what I finished. So see you then. Oh, also, update on my life. I'm pretty sure I have strep throat and I can't leave my house for 24 hours. Literally can't wait. It's a great time. I had to find a walk-in clinic, first of all, that would take me. The only walk-in clinic open in the entire south side of the city where I live doesn't have a phone that works on the weekends because they're all walk-ins. They don't take appointments. I showed up and I was like, I think I have strep throat, and she goes, you have to wait in your car. Yeah, no shit. Thanks, COVID. It's great. But the dude was talking to me, and if I don't have strep throat, he's pretty sure I have COVID. So that's on that. I'm very not excited. I don't know what else to do because I have a presentation on Wednesday. If I have COVID, I can't go give the presentation at school.
I just stubbed my toe. Actually, I stubbed like 3 toes all at the same time. That's why I'm suffering. I'm also suffering because I sound awful. I don't know if you can hear it, but I still have a cold. It's the end of November, so I have to end the vlog. What did I do? I'm suffering. I've bit my tongue so many times. I have like 3 canker sores, and then I keep biting it, and it's just like not helping. And my throat hurts, and my sinuses are plugged, and I'm just like having the worst time possible. But my COVID test came back negative, and my strep test came back negative, so I get to go back to school tomorrow for my presentation just in time for it. Oh my gosh, thank God. But also good news, I finished Spin the Dawn. I originally gave it 4 stars, but I've been thinking about it for like the last 2 hours, and I upped it to 5 stars because it was amazing. I loved all the vibes, I loved all the characters, I loved everything about it. It was great. So, November is over. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to show you my bullet journal spreads while I say goodbye to you. It is actually kind of awful. I did manage to finish 9 books. It's purple, you like my little tree that I added there, very nice. 9 books is crazy. I mean, when I DNF'd, so. But I did finish them when half the month was over because my page tracker is like Spin the Dawn started and then Spin the Dawn ended. But there was nothing for like 15 days, so that was really fun. And then my little spreads for I just finished this one, so I was very happy about it. I am missing though most of the little books. I didn't get a chance to print out. Why am I so blurry? So I'm missing a bunch of slots for books and stuff there. But I have 8 slots left for this year, and I was like low-key hoping that... Why am I so blurry? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was low-key hoping I wouldn't have that many pages left in my bullet journal, but I have so many pages left, so I'm gonna have to start next year in here because I don't want to waste all this space. Which is totally fine, but I was just hoping that this stuff would take up more. But this is still like, I don't know, like 100 pages? I don't know how many pages are in here. Never mind. It's 31 pages. What the heck? It's only 31 pages? How many pages are in here? I don't know. I'm gonna figure out. Maybe I'll figure out something just to do with this. I should like make maybe a spread for my favorite books of the year. No, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. I'll probably continue on the year and then split 2022 into 2 journals because I do have my next journal that I'm going to use. And then, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. A little pocket. I always forget there's a pocket here. I should utilize it. Oh well. Looks in the pocket. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry it might have been boring. It started with me writing and then I gave up on Nano because this is just not the year for me. And still I ended up bringing 9 books, so I think that's an accomplishment. But I will see you guys in the next video. December will also be an entire month vlog, but I think the wrap up will go between. So hopefully it was enjoyable, even though it was very weird probably. So thanks for paying attention if you made it this long. I very much appreciate it, and I love you for it. But I'll see you in the next one, so bye!